Welcome back to Dean's Dustbin. So today is a different kind of build. We are going to rely on my favorite phrase, improvise, adapt, overcome. I was making a second skull lamp like you saw already, and this one was going to be a gift. Now, I don't care if I screw up on something for myself, but if it's a gift, it better be damn good. And I was on the phone with someone, I was working at the same time. I made the tower, and when I came back an hour later or so, the glue had set up, and I realized something. I gunny bagged this thing, because look at it right there. Yeah, I didn't get it straight. So now I got this tower that's screwed up because it's not straight. Can't take it apart without destroying it, so I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I just set it aside. Flash forward a few days, I'm at work, talking to my coworker Brian, and he asked how my woodworking went for the weekend. I told him about it, and he was like, well, what are you going to do with it? I was like, I don't know. It's like, well, I'll take your screw up. What? You want a skull lamp out of that thing? He's like, well, not necessarily a skull lamp, but you could do something with it, right? I was like, okay, I'll put my brain to it. And I did. So we're going to improvise, adapt, and overcome this sucker, and we're making Brian... Don't ask me where my ideas come from. I'm making him a trophy out of this thing, but the key is that it's going to have a removable top, and it's going to be kind of like a little stash jar, whatever you want to call it. So first things first with this sucker, we're going to have to plug the hole for the cord. Got a little dowel rod, we're going to set that up in there. We're going to then cut it down in height, and then we're going to primer the heck out of that sucker, because my idea, can't make a trophy looking like that, can you? So we're going to go take it over to the bandsaw, we're going to shave off the top, we're going to primer it, and we'll go from there. So in order to get the top off, we have a problem. It's kind of wonky, right? So in order to get around that, I got a block, throw her down, line this sucker up, and shove it on through. Now that we got our new base height and we got our two pieces back together, got some rattle can white, we're just going to prime this sucker like this. Now that everything's primered up, as you can see here, we've made some reference lines. As you can see, that's the interior. Yeah, gunny bagged the hell out of that, didn't I? I mean, look how... If nothing, I've learned not to talk on the phone while working on anything. So we know how it's going to sit on top. We got that. And then I got some reference lines. Kind of hard to see, but over here. And we're making a trophy, right? I don't sport, so that means I never got trophies growing up. I do have one trophy, though. This big old sucker right here. Yep. World's greatest tattooed bartender. You see, I got a regular. He makes trophies. He got it for me, or he made it for me, I should say. And he misspelled tattooed, which I think is absolutely hilarious. So I would never say I'm the world's greatest tattooed bartender, but I'll take the tattooed bartender. Pretty sure I'm the only one of those. So this is kind of what I'm using as my my reference point, because again, no sporting, no trophies. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to paint this thing gold and black. You see, Brian has a company online. Let's Go Discing. You can look him up. It's a disc golf website he runs. So we're going to go gold and black as our themes, a little bit of accent colors, and then since all trophies have a plaque of some kind, I'm going to make them a wood-burned plaque, and it is going to be for the world's okayest co-worker. Don't worry, I'm not a complete dick. On the back it says world's greatest disc golfer. So we'll cut in a little channel here on the front, be able to display that. And then to kind of keep it from being completely plain Jane, you know, there's textures on that trophy there. So I got a small dowel rod. Basically, I'm going to just char it with my blowtorch and make little pillars there. Give it a little bit of something, a little splash of color. So we're going to paint all that up. Oh, and then the top, right? Since it's a trophy, but it's also a stash box, we're going to need something in there to brace it. What I got is a leftover piece of some red oak that I was working with recently. I'll be honest, my give a damn on this is pretty low because it's already screwed up. So all I'm going to do is take, and I'm going to cut these down into 4 little strips, arbitrary length, glue them in there, and then that way when it sits there, we'll be done. and then we'll come back after we get it all painted up. So let's do it. So now the box is basically done. We got to deal with the fact that it's kind of ugly inside. Really can't do much about it because it's already built when I started. So I got some felt with a adhesive back, and I'm just gonna kind of take my needle nose, pinch it, put it down in there the best I can because I can't get my hand down in there. Move it around, and then I'm just gonna take this piece of wood, kind of like a tamper, and I'm just gonna kind of tamp it around the best I can. At least we've kind of done something. And then all the sides as well. Alright, here we have it. We got ourselves a little trophy. We got not only his company emblem, but then, you know, we can look it in. Hey, it's a little stash box. He can put, I don't know, eye candy from his kids. I don't know, but something's wrong. Don't trophies usually have something on the top? Like, you know, you got the little boulder guy or the freaking guy throwing a football, whatever sports ball stuff you do. Yeah, that's right. So we need something on top of this thing, right? And I put my brain to it. Don't ask me why. It made me tee-hee in my head a little bit. Mr. Potato Head. So yeah, we're gonna get a brand new Mr. Potato Head out here. And that is gonna be Brian's trophy on top. I have not played with one of these in, I don't know, 30 years. Who knows how long it's been. But I don't know why Mr. Potato Head just seemed like the right fit. Basically what we're going to end up doing is, sounds like Mr. Potato Head's got something inside him. Is this? Hey, I'll be damned. He's got more things. Sweet. Anyway, my plan with Mr. Potato Head here is, since that's where the plate's going to go, Mr. Potato Head's going to get glued straight on top. And that will be Brian's little trophy there. So to do such, E6000, probably the best general purpose glue I know. So we are going to apparently fight with this cap because I haven't used this in a little while, and it's probably, there we go. Nothing suppliers can't help with. All we're going to do is lube up Mr. Potato Head's feet here. Be apparently really messy about it. I was really hoping that he had like a flat bottom foot. Apparently that's not the case. I don't know, but I kind of remember in my head as a kid it had a flat bottom. I could honestly be wrong. I'm old. My memory doesn't work like it used to, so to speak. But we have hit Mr. Potato Head's feet. We'll be blocking the camera. Well, actually, no, we just got to turn it. And Mr. Potato Head goes there. That is where Mr. Potato Head lives now. And all we got to do is let that dry up. We'll attach Mr. Potato Head on there. And I started thinking, though, Potato Head there, he's fine and dandy the way he is, but Brian's a disc golfer. And as you remember, this is a dual trophy for the world's okayest coworker and the world's best disc golfer. So let's make Mr. Potato Head a disc. So here we are, we made it to the end. What was supposed to be this, I think we turned out a pretty good trophy, even though it started out foobar. I think Brian's gonna like it. I love that it's a little stash box now. And I know I give him hell at work, but it's part of our relationship of jokes. So he definitely is the world's okayest co-worker. And if he wants, Mr. Potato Head's got his little disc now. I don't know. I wasn't 100% sold, but Brian wants it. We can put it there. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it goes back to what we started with. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Just because something went wrong doesn't mean you're done. So this is me signing out for Dean's Dustbin. If you like what you're seeing, please like, share, subscribe. If you're feeling frisky, hit that little bell notification icon, and we'll see you on the next build. Later.